What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's the first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. I'm going to talk to you about a story I just recently seen a couple hours ago out of East Baltimore, Maryland. Shout out. And it's about these two people up here that committed a crime, an atrocious crime, an atrocity. This dude up here that looked kind of fruity or weird, his name is Gerald Byrd. He's age 34. The hungry hippo next to him is his wife, Betty Byrd, age 32. Bernice Betty Byrd. That's her name. What you think these people did, y'all? What you think they did to get their mug shots up here? Don't even matter. These people, these savages, starved their children. 5-year-old girl died of malnutrition. Both of them are charged with first and second degree child abuse and neglect of a child, resulting in death. Take a look at this, and we're going to come back and talk about this.
The parents of a 5-year-old girl found dead in East Baltimore are now facing child abuse and neglect charges. As WMAR 2 News' Jeff Hager reports for us tonight, court records suggest the adults restricted their children's access to food, leaving at least 2 of them emaciated.
On Monday, this home in the 2200 block of Aiken Street in East Baltimore became a crime scene. But neighbors didn't have a clue.
When I stepped out here, there was detectives and police everywhere. We never knew the reason why, because we never knew the neighbors at all.
What they eventually learned is that a 5-year-old girl had been found dead. And that, too, came as a surprise.
And the entire time I've been living here, I've never seen the kids come in and out of the home.
What we've now learned through court records is Zona Byrd had been discovered dead by an aunt called to the home by the little girl's mother, 32-year-old Bernice Byrd, after she found her unresponsive. Zona's ribs were clearly visible, and first responders noted she appeared to be severely emaciated, as was her 6-year-old brother, who weighed just 35 pounds. A later search of the house turned up cupboards empty of food, but there was a freezer full of meat and a lone salad found inside the refrigerator. Officers also discovered other non-perishable food items behind a locked closet door inside the bedroom shared by Zona's mother and her father, 34-year-old Gerald Byrd. Both of the parents were questioned about when Zona had last eaten, and neither one could answer that question. However, the father did say he had seen the little girl rummaging through the trash can, looking for nourishment.
It's ridiculous. They're children. They deserve, they didn't ask to be here. They deserve to eat. They deserve parents to love them and treat them right.
Investigators arrested the parents, pointing out with food present inside the home, they could have fed the children at any time, but chose not to. In East Baltimore, Jeff Hager, WMAR 2 News.
Court papers indicate the parents didn't take responsibility for feeding the child, nor did they recall when the last time she was fed. The mom deflected blame, telling police the girl and her brother got into an argument and she complained that her head hurt, but they didn't take her to a doctor.
I could imagine nobody hurting a kid. I mean, it's inhumane to do something like that.
Disgusted and outraged, some neighbors were even brought to tears hearing about the apparent starvation death of a 5-year-old girl on their street.
That's so sad. That is so very sad.
According to police charging documents, the body of a little girl named Zona was, quote, remarkable for its severely emaciated state. The ribs were clearly visible, and it was readily apparent that the victim was extremely malnourished.
It's hurtful. It's hurtful. I couldn't imagine anything happening to no kids like that.
Police arrested 32-year-old Bernice Byrd and her husband, 34-year-old Gerald, on numerous charges, including child abuse, death, and neglect of a minor. According to investigators, neither took responsibility for feeding the child or could account for when she was last fed. Police say neither parent knew the last time they saw the little girl alive.
That was a 5-year-old little girl who was innocent.
Investigators also discovered the victim's 6-year-old brother in the home. They describe him as severely malnourished. They say he could barely stand or walk. He weighed only 35 pounds when he was taken to the hospital for treatment. The brother and sister were found on the second floor of the home. Police say the kitchen cabinets were bare. Only a salad could be found in the refrigerator. But investigators say several non-perishable food items were found locked in a closet out of the children's reach.
And the food was locked in the closet of a bedroom? Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
According to court documents, the father told police Zona and her brother had gone through the garbage trying to find something to eat. Neighbors say the parents were not sociable and they never saw the children at the home.
They never came out. We never knew that it was people over there that they were capable of doing something like that. That's inhumane.
The medical examiner will determine the cause of death. Police tell us there were 4 children in the house. One is now in the hospital. 2 others are staying with relatives. Reporting live from Northeast Baltimore, David Collins, WBAL TV 11 News.
Unacceptable. Unfucking acceptable. For real. They locked up. You know what? Wait. Listen to this. Says documents noted that the victim, little girl, Zona, her body was remarkable for its severely emaciated state. It was revealed that both Zona and her brother were found in a gaunt condition, were sometimes forced to search through trash for food. 5 and 6 years old. They had parents in the house, food there too. But these people took a cachet of sustenance and put it in their room while leaving the cabinets bare for their kids to suffer in silence. People said they didn't even know they had kids. Didn't know they had kids. They said they were in a gaunt state or gout state. That means their eyeballs were sucked in and their bones were showing. How do you be around people like that? Look at these people right here. Both of them are well fed. That fat ass is real well fed. You sitting in the room eating, and for a human being, we're not like other animals where we eat just to survive. A lot of people eat for pleasure. There's been plenty of times you motherfucking fucktards were sitting up in that room eating something in pure enjoyment while your babies were starving in another room. They snuck outside and had to go through the trash can searching for food, and you knew it. You seen them emaciating right before your eyes, and you did nothing. That man you got your husband, in my opinion, that shit all fall on him. And it sound crazy, but it all fall on him. As a man, you govern the house. You govern the rules. You lay down the law. And this is what you do to your own kids? See, I'm going to tell you something. There are people out here that just have kids because it's a natural occurrence when you have sex. Now, I don't know how she looked 5 or 6 years ago, but Jesus Christ. Are you so wrapped up in each other that you can't see nothing, you can't see past the face of the person that you with, and behind them, all that you created is going to shit? Said they hid the food, locked the food up. Both of these people need gas poured on their face and set on fire till their skulls show. This is crazy. It's crazy. It says the parents deflected blame on their son, the 6-year-old, claiming that Zona had complained about head pain following an altercation with him last week. That's why she died. Not that she looked like the skeleton on a pirate flag, but because her and the boy was fighting. 2 people that can barely move because they starved to death, they fighting. Who fault is that? Huh? Who fault is that? That fall on the man in the house, unless he wasn't the man and she was. Hell, she probably was eating more than him. That's crazy. Looking at that picture, they both look like shit, but looking at that picture lets me know all I need to know. These people are supremely selfish, and they don't care. People have children, man, and then after a while, I'm tired of taking care of them, but you know you got to keep them with you, or you hide them away Maybe they'll just disappear and go away. You had them in the house where their health was constantly eroding, and you did nothing to stop. Nothing. No motherly instinct, no fatherly leadership. And now they're gonna lock you up. They charging you with all these stupid ass charges. You still get to eat every fucking day. How are you in jail? Eating them bologna sandwiches and all that other cold bullshit they sell. I mean, they give you in there. Barely eating, but you eating. Your baby ain't. And they said the little boy, they took him and he's getting sustenance and getting himself back there. But it's gonna take months before he even look normal. While y'all sitting in jail right now, worrying about if you're gonna get free or what's gonna happen to you. It was up to me, and they'd be gone already. Just like Faith Evans' song, gone already, they'd be gone. Starvation is one of them things that is painful. I'm sure these little kids at night couldn't even sleep and was holding their stomachs, writhing in pain because their body was trying to eat itself. And here you got two motherfuckers in the other room laughing it up, keying and eating until their stomachs explode. While your babies is over there fucking going through it. I want you to understand something. These children were more loyal to these people than they were to the kids, which is obvious, and I'm gonna tell you why. These kids would sneak outside and search through the trash to eat, just for that normal survival instinct that human beings have, but they never ran away. Notice that? They never ran away. They go back in the house, whether they was frozen in fear or whatever, but they never went anywhere. How do you as a mother or anybody do anything to a child, let alone your own child? You seen these kids was wasting away and you did nothing, and you knew it was going to result in something bad happening, but you always put it off like it was a chore you didn't want to do. How hard is it to feed your own kids when you got a fucking room full of food up there? It ain't nothing to open the door and... Man, what's going on? Seriously, what's going on, y'all? I mean, I'm talking to y'all. What is going on? People are so neglectful with their kids nowadays. They hurt their kids like it's nothing. They neglect them. They walk away. They leave them. They go live another life out in the street and leave the kids days on end for them to fend for themselves. A lot of them are not old enough to walk. What is going on here? When did this radical shift happen? This guy and this woman is 34 years old and 32 years old, respectively. They've been on the planet long enough. Their people didn't do them like that. What snaps that makes them do their own children like that? See, a lot of us parent the way we were parented. What the fuck? What is this? What is this? Seriously, just looking at these people, the man, to me, he looked like he don't give a shit. He looked fruity to me. He looked like a leech. The girl, the woman, come on, man. Come on. She looked well fed. Looked mean as hell. People like what they like. It don't matter. I mean, I ain't gonna, fuck it. Listen, I'm getting off of here. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I just can't get over how you can sit there and see something that you birthed from your own loins slowly dying. Starvation is a slow, painful death. You've seen that. The little boy could hardly walk. His bones were showing. You as a man, what the fuck are you doing as a father? Where's your protective instinct? Same for the mom. But y'all sat up there and did y'all while these children got done in. Little girl succumbed to her famine, and little boy was right behind her. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.